Hello everyone, welcome to Current Affairs MCQs program. Let's begin with previous day's practice question. Question was, consider the following pairs: painting and state. 1. Cheriyal, Telangana. 2. Tanjore, Tamil Nadu. 3. Varli, Maharashtra. How many of the above pairs is or are correctly matched? Only one, only two, all three, or none? The correct answer is option C, all three. Cheriyal paintings are a traditional scroll painting art form that originated in the Cheriyal village in the Telangana region of India. Hence, pair 1 is correctly matched. Tanjore or Thanjavur painting is a classical South Indian painting that was first found in the town of Thanjavur, Tamil Nadu way back in the 1680. Hence, pair 2 is correctly matched. Varli painting is a tribal art mostly created by the tribal people from the North Sahyadri range in Maharashtra, India. Hence, pair 3 is correctly matched. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Now, let's begin today's episode. First question is, regarding Madhesis people in Nepal, consider the following statements. 1. They have caste and ethnicities similar to Bihar and eastern Uttar Pradesh. 2. They belong to the Madhesh region, which has historically been part of the larger Mithila region. 3. They are the largest group of original settlers in Nepal. How many of the statements given above is or are correct? Only one, only two, all three, or none? The correct answer is option B, only two. The Madhesis people have caste and ethnicity similar to Bihar and eastern Uttar Pradesh, with frequent intermarriages between families on either side of the border. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The Madhesh region has historically been part of the larger Mithila region, which covers part of Bihar as well. Hence, statement 2 is correct. The Tharas are the largest group of original settlers and do not like to be called Madhesis. Hence, statement 3 is not correct. Hence, option B is the correct answer. Now, moving on to next question. Regarding Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, that is MGNREGA 2005, consider the following statements. 1. It aims to enhance livelihood security by providing at least 200 days of guaranteed wage employment in a financial year. 2. Guaranteed wage employment is given to both urban and rural households whose adult members volunteer to do unskilled manual work. 3. It encourages a sense of community and collective responsibility by strengthening Panchayati Raj institutions. How many of the statements given above is or are correct? Only one, only two, all three, or none? The correct answer is option A, only one. MGNREGA 2005 aims to enhance the livelihood security of rural households across the country by providing at least 100 days of guaranteed wage employment in a financial year. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. Guaranteed wage employment is given to every rural household whose adult members volunteer to do unskilled manual work. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. It encourages a sense of community and collective responsibility by strengthening Panchayati Raj institutions. It promotes a bottom-up approach in the planning and execution of projects. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Next question. Rising Above the Heat, Strengthening Women's Resilience to Heat Stress report has been released by the World Meteorological Organization, World Bank, Asian Development Bank, or Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. The correct answer is option C, Asian Development Bank. The Asian Development Bank, or ADB, has released the report titled Rising Above the Heat, Strengthening Women's Resilience to Heat Stress. It focuses on understanding and addressing the impact of heat stress on women, particularly in regions affected by climate change. It aims to identify the challenges women face due to increasing temperatures and to propose strategies and solutions to enhance their resilience. This involves examining health, economic, and social dimensions to ensure that women can cope with and adapt to the growing threat of heat stress. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Next question. In the long run, the Phillips curve showing the relationship between inflation and unemployment is often considered to be downward sloping, upward sloping, horizontal, or vertical. The correct answer is option D, vertical. A noted British economist A.W. Phillips arrived at the conclusion that there exists an inverse relationship between the rate of unemployment and the rate of inflation. This inverse relationship implies a trade-off, that is, to reduce unemployment, we must accept higher inflation, and to reduce inflation, we must accept higher unemployment. It is a downward sloping curve exhibiting the inverse relation between the rate of inflation and the rate of unemployment. In the long run, the economy returns to a stable equilibrium at the natural rate of unemployment. Therefore, the long-run Phillips curve is a vertical line. Hence, option D is the correct answer. Next question, consider the following statements regarding the US presidential election. 1. The president and vice president are elected directly by citizens. 2. If no candidate receives the majority of electoral votes, the decision is made by the House of Representatives. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option B, 2 only. US presidential election. The president and vice president are not elected directly by citizens. Instead, they are chosen through the electoral college process. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. If no candidate receives the majority of electoral votes, the decision is made by the House of Representatives. In the 1800 presidential election, the House of Representatives chose Thomas Jefferson. In the 1824 presidential election, the House of Representatives chose John Quincy Adams as president. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Hence, option B is the correct answer. Next question, consider the following statements. 1. The eastern Himalayas rise abruptly from the plains and suddenly attain great elevations within a short distance from the foot of the mountains. 2. The western Himalayas rise gradually from the plains through a series of ranges. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. The eastern Himalayas rise abruptly from the plains and suddenly attain great elevations within a short distance from the foot of the mountains. Thus, the peaks of Kanchenjunga and Everest are only a few kilometers from the plains and are clearly visible from there. Hence, statement 2 is correct. The western Himalayas rise gradually from the plains through a series of ranges. Their peaks of perpetual snow are 150 to 200 km away from the plain areas. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Next question, which sector is primarily targeted by the Emergency Credit Line Guarantee Scheme? Micro, small and medium enterprises, tourism, healthcare, or agriculture? The correct answer is option A, micro, small and medium enterprises, that is MSMEs. The Emergency Credit Line Guarantee Scheme or ECLGS was introduced in 2020 as part of the Atmanirbhar Bharat package. Its goal is to help micro, small and medium enterprises or MSMEs meet their operational expenses and restart operations due to the disruptions caused by the COVID-19 crisis. It aims to provide Rs 3 lakh crore of unsecured loans to MSMEs. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Next question, consider the following statements. 1. The personal savings rate is the percentage of disposable income that goes into savings for retirement or other goals. 2. Disposable income is the money left for an individual or household to spend or save after deducting taxes as well as other mandatory charges. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Personal disposable income or PDI. The personal savings rate is the percentage of disposable income that goes into savings for retirement or other goals. It is calculated by dividing personal savings by personal disposable income and then multiplying by 100 to get a percentage. Hence, statement 1 is correct. Disposable income is the money left for an individual or household to spend or save after deducting taxes as well as other mandatory charges. This income can be spent on goods and services, saved for future needs, or invested. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Next question, consider the following statements related to the Forest Advisory Committee. 1. It is a statutory body constituted under Indian Forest Act 1927. 2. It assesses industrial projects requiring forest land. Which of the above statements is or are correct? Only 1, only 2, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option B, only 2. The Forest Advisory Committee is a statutory body that was constituted by the Forest Conservation Act 1980. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. It comes under the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. The FAC evaluates industrial projects which require forest land for their activities. Hence, statement 2 is correct. The committee may or may not approve a project and can give approval for forest land to be diverted after imposing certain conditions. Hence, option B is the correct answer. Last question. Consider the following statements regarding the GDP deflator. 1. It shows the relation between nominal GDP and real GDP. 2. It includes the value of intermediate goods. 3. It captures the changes in prices of goods imported from abroad. How many of the statements given above is or are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3 or none? The correct answer is option A, only 1. GDP deflator shows the relation between nominal GDP and real GDP. It is the ratio of the value of goods and services an economy produces in a particular year at current prices to that of prices that prevailed during the base year. Hence, statement 1 is correct. It does not include the value of intermediate goods to avoid double counting. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. Since it measures the changes in prices of goods and services produced domestically, it does not capture the changes in prices of goods imported from abroad, such as petrol and petroleum products. Hence, statement 3 is not correct. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Now, moving on to practice question. Which one of the following releases the Children's Climate Risk Index report? World Health Organization, United Nations Children's Fund, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, or Children International? Send the answer of this question in the comment section. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching. For more informative content, like, share and subscribe. And do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.